we all are thinking about what is our summertime adventure going to take us? Is it going to be a picnic, to the beach, to the pool, to a barbecue? Well, how are we going to keep everything chilled and cold? Well, we're gonna help you do that up to 3 days. This is going to be the last cooler you're ever going to need, and it's a pretty cool cooler. So let's check it out. It's our Today Special from Built New York. And did you see everything that was on that table? How much it can hold? I mean, when you look up to 32 cans of whatever your beverage of choice may be, it can hold up to 10 pounds of ice. It is really, truly the last cooler you will ever need. And how do I know that? I've been using mine, and I took it on a road trip to Atlanta. And I will tell you, yes, it is only a 7.5-hour drive, but it sat in the hotel for almost 2 days before I even had to put more ice. Here is my road trip. I asked all of you, what's your favorite sandwich to take on a road trip? Mine is peanut butter and jelly or salami. My husband doesn't like the salami choice because he says it smells. The entire car. Anyway, TMI, too much information, but let's go through all these fabulous colors. It will last and hold that ice up to 3 days. We have brand new colors. This is the first Built Today Special we have had, and it's the lowest price and brand new exclusive colors. This is going to be your Teal Palms. This is the one I have. I love how tropical. I like that it's that mint kind of turquoise teal, very fashionable and chic. Then we have it in your mauve. This is called Mauve Wood. It's almost like a raspberry color. It's very pretty. Then we'll come right behind that, and you have Blue Sparkle. Now, this is not like, there is no sparkle to this. It has a little bit of sheen because of the material, which is puncture resistant, very durable, long lasting, but this is your blue. Then you move into the classic iconic, always, that we've always had, which is your olive. This is great for guys. This is great for fishermen who go out, hunters, to be able to preserve and keep everything fresh. And then your final choice is going to be in the gray. So here is your gray option. But let me introduce Kelly Diedring is joining us. And Kelly, it's always great to have you here, but when we talk about Built New York, yes, they are a leader in the industry, offering yes, a lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
I mean, there are so many features to this
yes,
cooler. Gone is the day those old styrofoam coolers.
Oh, the squeaky ones that always break.
Right. I mean, this has that tough shell fabrication that's resistant to punctures. So as we said, last cooler you'll ever buy.
Yep. Welded seams.
Right.
That's huge. So that means that they're actually bonded together with heat and pressure. They're not going to pull apart, and it makes them completely leak-proof and waterproof. That neoprene handle is huge because you saw me carrying it. It makes it so comfortable. Even if you have it loaded with 30 pounds, it's easy to carry, okay? The wide mouth opening is so different than any other cooler I've ever seen because it makes it so easy to get ice in, but it also makes it easy to get your items out. You're not opening a tiny little cooler hole like a lot of coolers have to get everything in or out, okay? And then I love the built-in bottle opener you see right there at the front. 800-ounce capacity. That's huge, okay? An 800-ounce capacity. There's that bottle opener. Gentlemen, don't use your wedding ring. You ever seen somebody use a wedding ring to open a bottle?
No,
not a good idea. I have. They
really?
pop it, yes. The built-in bottle opener is really special, but this is what I was talking about, the handle. So this is a neoprene handle. You can carry it like a handbag because it's as cute as a handbag, I will say. And you can also carry it at your shoulder. You don't have to have the big clunky hard coolers. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars for a soft cooler.
Right.
And you don't have to have those crummy, you know, styrofoam single-use coolers. This is a lifetime warranty. It'll be the last cooler you have to purchase.
It will be. And you know, the interesting thing is when I arrived in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got to the hotel, like I didn't feel like a dork, like pulling up to the hotel, you know, getting out my big cooler and walking through the hotel with this big honking cooler. Like I had the palm print.
Yes.
So it was almost
gorgeous,
like a tote or a handbag that you'd be walking in with.
Yes.
And honestly, you know, for most of us, we're not going to be loading it up
with 32 cans every time. But the good news is you can, and the full 6 packs fit. Do you see? Both ways this will go 6-pack. Now, I challenge you to go out in the marketplace and find a cooler with a wide mouth opening like this, with that lifetime warranty, with the fold down bag top.
Look at all
32, that's 5 6-packs plus 2 cans. That's 32 cans plus a 10-pound bag of ice. Let me point out the welded seams. This is huge and incredible incredibly expensive. So these seams are actually bonded with heat and with pressure. It's not stitched. All the seams on the bag, they're not gonna pull apart. That also makes it leak-proof and resistant to tears. So when you do load it up with 30 pounds, you don't have to worry about any of this breaking. That's why we can offer a lifetime warranty, because of the superior construction. Yeah. Thank you for that. Look at the wide mouth. 22 inches of space to get your bags of ice, your sandwiches, your big jugs of ice cream or your gallons of milk in and out of. And then I love that it has the roll down. If you've ever gone camping and used a wet or a dry bag where it keeps everything wet, dry, you can actually snap it down and roll it down so that it's not gonna leak, okay? It's also not gonna condensate, so you're not gonna get sand stuck to it if you do take it to the beach. Right. But this is gonna get to you by the 4th of July. And I think that's huge, because where are we all going on the 4th of July? We're all going to a different party. Well, maybe we're going to fireworks.
Fireworks, and I was gonna say, and honestly, it is so hot. Yes. Sometimes it's so hot you feel like you can't breathe outside because the humidity is so heavy and it just wafts you. A lot of your food melts. We need water. We need to stay hydrated. How many of us love to shop at the big bulk stores? Yes. But a lot of times when we go to the big bulk store, that's the only store you go to because you have to rush home so the ice cream doesn't melt.
Exactly.
Right? You put all your groceries inside.
I really like this. So let me just give you an idea of terms of the temperature. Okay. Let me temp the outside of this bag, okay? That's the outside of the bag. I believe that's reading 71 degrees. Oh, 66 degrees, there we go. 66 degrees on the outside of the bag. The closed cell foam, the 1.5 inch thick insulation, and then if I temp the inside of the bag right down here, okay, 11 degrees on the inside of this bag. Get out. Literally from 66 degrees to 11 degrees. And all I've done was I've taken my frozen goods and my cold goods from the grocery store. So I don't even have to buy a bag of ice at the grocery store. So as Robin pointed out, many of us live 20 or 30 minutes from our big box stores. Right. The ones where you have the membership and you like to buy in bulk because it saves you a whole lot of money.
I've had a week. I would really love that whole tub of ice cream.
Yes. There you go, my friend. All you have to do is take your frozen goods, pop them on the inside of the cooler, no additional ice necessary. It will drop the temperature in the cooler enough so that all your other goods, like your milk, your sour cream, your cheese, it won't spoil. You could run errand after errand and literally still have frozen ice cream by the time you got home. Wow. Let's look at this time lapse because I think this is such a cool video. We did this here at HSN. You can see there goes the ice. All we did was put a thermometer on the inside of that bag, and we left the bag in a studio by itself, untouched, for 48 hours. Literally 48 hours later, we're still at 31 degrees. That's day one. Now we're into day two. And at the very end of day two, you can see it increases by a single degree. So 48 hours into our experiment, it went up by a single degree, which means your ice that's on the inside is still ice. Your ice cream is still ice cream. It's not melted, it's not ooey, it's not gooey. I like this one too. Totally leak proof. Can you see in the inside here?
You have your own swimming pool.
These are Hawk's little rubber duckies.
Those are so cute.
So you're not gonna use this to put water in, obviously. You can see it's completely filled with water, but this is leak proof. Right. Why is that important? You ever had the little squeaky cooler, the styrofoam cooler spill out all over the back of your car? Or even the hard-sided coolers, they're not leak proof. Look underneath this, that brown paper. Water. There's not a drip, not a drop. In fact, we even put a little glass of ice next to it to show you that's what it looks like when there's a drip or a drop on that paper. Right. Not a drip or a drop, and this has been sitting here since 11 p.m. last night.
Yeah, I mean, this to me is just such a smart solution. You even have, I love how you can attach your little carabiners to the side. Like if you are a boater, you love someone who goes out on the water. I mean, this really, to me, is that cooler that when you get it at home and you realize that you can hold up to 32 cans, up to 10 pounds of ice. Let me ask you this. Last year for hurricane season, we're already into hurricane season this year. We pray that we never have to worry about it, right? But how many of us, when the hurricane was coming, Irma, a lot of us were like getting ice. We were getting water, and we were trying to get it. And then you get ice, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm waiting 5 days, 4 days, 2 days, and it's melted. Now you can put your ice in here, your ice bags, and keep it up to 3 days.
And the other thing is, let's say the power goes out, and you have $250, $300, $400 worth of protein in your freezer that you bought on BOGO, you know, a couple weeks earlier. Take your cooler bag, put all your proteins in here. Literally 3 days later, it's going to still be good. I only lost power for 48 hours, so I would have actually saved the price of 3 built bags.
Wow.
In terms of, you know, in a hurricane situation or a power outage. Remember, you're getting it home by the 4th of July, which is really important. This is a lifetime warranty. Now, this fabric here, I want to point out, this is the mauve wood. Look how beautiful that is. But it is literally the stuff that whitewater rafts are made out of.
Really?
So when we're talking puncture resistant, tear resistant, rip proof, leak proof, the welded seam construction allows you to carry 30 pounds of ice on your shoulder and not worry about the seams breaking or leaking through. This is our closed cell foam. This to me is really sciencey, so I won't get too scientific, but a closed cell foam is the most sophisticated type of cooling mechanism that you can put inside a cooler. Ours is 1.5 inches thick on the bottom and 1 inch thick on the sides. This is what keeps things frozen for 3 days on end.
Really? Wow.
So I actually had this the very first time I got the bag. I thought, man, usually I have to spend $400, $500 to get a cooler that keeps ice frozen.
Wait.
Yes.
Just stop there.
Yes.
That's a lot of
For a
money
cooler.
For a cooler. I can do a lot of great things with $500 or $400. I mean, and this has a lifetime warranty, and you're spending a fraction of the cost. Now, this was and is the lowest price we have ever offered on a built New York cooler. And keep in mind, you're keeping that ice for up to 3 days, keeping it cold, whether it's your beverages, it's your refreshments, it's your ice cream, it's medications that when you're out or you're camping that you need to be able to have. Here are your colors. So there you're looking at that olive with the touches of orange. That's the classic, iconic built color. That's what we launched here at HSN. And it's sold out. Yep, sold out. We have it back, and we have it at a new low price. First time ever at this price. Now, that is your olive. Then we move down, and behind Kelly is your gray. The gray has touches with black, and the built logo is in your blue. So we'll show you that.
Let me make a point, actually. I've been told this looks a little lavender when it comes across the television screen, but here in real life, this is a very true slate gray, don't you think?
Oh my gosh,
There's no lavender to it, but my mom, she said, is that a purple cooler? I said, no, it's gray. She said it looks a little lavender, so I thought I would point that out. It's very masculine.
Yeah, it is gray. There is no purple there or lilac.
Exactly.
Then you have, this is going to be that mauve wood. So I'm calling this like a raspberry sorbet. It's really beautiful. This is exclusive to HSN. Then you have your blue sparkle. There is no sparkle in this blue, but if you want to sparkle, you can sparkle.
Well, you can put some sparkling wine in there and have it chilled for hours upon hours.
Then we have it in, okay, I'm just going to say it, my favorite. This is my favorite. This is the one I have.
It's beautiful.
And this is, we're going to call this your Teal Palms. And then I think that's all of them, right? Did I leave
you
one
got
out?
it. There's 5 choices.
Okay, perfect. I got it. Well, and the size and capacity is
I mean,
great.
by the way, we're only at 3 pounds, right? So it's not heavy at all. It's incredibly lightweight. You can see it has that tough shell fabric. It is puncture resistant, tear resistant. If you take it fishing or hiking or camping and it falls out of the back of your tailgate, nothing's going to happen to this cooler.
Tailgating would be great.
Oh, it's great for tailgating. That removable shoulder strap, plus it has the hand strap, so you can carry it like a handbag or over your shoulder. And those handles are neoprene, so they're soft to the touch and they're real comfortable. This, to me, is the reason to buy this bag. This wide mouth opening makes so easy getting in and out. If you have a 10-pound bag of ice, it's so easy to dump it in and then put your 32 cans, get your 32 cans out. I've talked to so many folks that have other versions of coolers, whatever brand it might be, and they struggle to get things in and out of it, and that's not fun. And then we have that 30 pounds, 800-ounce capacity, right? Of course, the built-in bottle opener is super great. I mean, to me, if you're always looking for that bottle opener, especially in this situation,
you never lose it.
You never lose it. It's built in, and then we're giving you obviously that lifetime warranty, which we know how well our bags are made, but use it as a party cooler.
I was just gonna say.
Yes, because you 30 pounds of ice, and then 18 bottles of beer, and then just keep refilling the beer. Oh, she's singing
Pass it around.
98 bottles of beer on the wall. But I'm not
it's
kidding.
a little early for that, I'm sorry.
I mean, really nice and durable. And then the other thing I like to point out about the cooler is that because it has that thick closed cell foam insulation on the inside, what I was showing you before, it's not gonna condensate. So if you take this to the beach, Robin, which I think you did, or and you place it in the sand, or maybe you're at the lake.
I didn't take it to the beach, but we went up.
Got it.
We went hiking.
Hiking, okay.
Yes.
Or if you place it in the sand or the dirt, because it's not gonna condensate, the sand's not gonna collect around the bottom. So you're not taking half the beach home with you in your back seat of your car. You know, when you have those squeaky styrofoam coolers or those hard, clunky, hard shell coolers, half the beach comes into your car, or if any of the ice melts, you know, 6-7 days later, it's not gonna leak all over your car either.
It's so true.
Yep.
And keep in mind, I mean, this is $159.99. And when you think honestly, it would be worth, excuse me, I got a twist to get out of that. I put on a little weight. I'm just kidding. But when you think about what we would typically offer this cooler at $159.99, you're getting it at the lowest price we've even offered. Even if you look at some of the largest retailers out there,
by
this
far.
is like rated with high reviews. We have the lowest price for one day and one day only. So we'd love for you to take advantage of this. Just to reiterate the colors, that is your mauve wood.
Look at how
so here's
pretty.
your mauve wood. It's beautiful, like raspberry sorbet. You have the gray. You have olive, you have it in your blue sparkle, there is no sparkle, just to clarify, and your teal palms. 604721, exclusive to HSN with that free shipping and 5 flexible payments of $19.99. Thank you so much.
All right,
Kelly.
Robin.
Are you just gonna take your cooler and leave?